You guys can hear me, but here is the reality of why a lot of people will never reach their goals when it comes to fitness. A lot of people are looking for reasons outside of themselves. A lot of people think it's a perfect macro ratio. A lot of people think it's a perfect diet. A lot of people think, hey man, I've tried every diet, it's not worked for me. No, it's not the fucking diet that's not working. It's you that's not doing the work. Best believe if you are in a calorie deficit and you execute any diet, you're going to be able to reach your goals. A lot of you guys have issues because you think everything is a problem except yourself. Once you realize that you're the problem, guess what's going to happen? You're going to realize that you can become the solution as well. There's way too many people that are like, yeah, man, I just have these bad genetics. Man, if I didn't have to do this so much, if I didn't have, this situation, guess what? You have that fucking situation, so deal with it. All right, you're a grown-ass person. There is never a reason to eat unhealthy versus healthy. All right, a lot of you guys need to realize that if you are in a position you don't want to be in, it's because of your own standards. All right, it's because of your own standards. Nobody else. Nobody could hold your hand for you. A lot of people are like, yeah, man, like if someone could just drag me to the gym, or someone could just get me out of bed and drag me to the gym, no one's going to fucking drag you to the gym. And here's the thing. If someone does hold you accountable and drag you to the gym, guess what's going to happen? As soon as that person that's holding you accountable goes to sleep, what are you going to do? Are you going to eat ice cream or are you going to go to sleep too? So at the end of the day, it comes down to you. Any result that you get is earned, right? You understand that? Now, that means that if you have a lot of belly fat, that shit was earned. That means if you have a gut hanging out, it was earned. That shit wasn't given. It takes a lot of work to earn a big-ass stomach, all right? Very, very simple. I don't know anybody who's out of shape who didn't work for it. And I don't know anyone who's in shape that didn't work for it. You need to realize that, all right? You need to realize that. So here's the thing. If I give you a list of reasons why you're not at your goals, you know what needs to be on that list? Should it be the government? Should it be food? Should it be processed food, seed oils? No, you could eat fucking seed oils and be fine. You could eat artificial sweeteners and be fine. You could eat fast food and be fine. In reality, the issue is yourself. All right, you're in your own way. You're self-sabotaging. All right, a lot of you guys do diets. I know New Year's came around just now. A lot of you guys do diets, and guess what you do during the diet? 2 weeks on, 1 week off. Guess what's going to happen? Zero progress. You cannot do 2 weeks on and 1 week off a diet and expect progress. Now, I know in the working world, you can work for 2 weeks and take 1 week off. You get paid for 2 weeks. That's not how this shit works in fitness. You got to be locked in. All right. You have to become the person who can execute over and over. I keep saying this, but it's super important because a lot of you guys have this mindset that it's like, man, like if I just had creatine in the perfect macro ratio, there's no fucking correlation between creatine and you overeating. If you're eating 3,000 calories above what you need to eat, right, to maintain, you're going to gain a lot of fat whether you take creatine or not. All right. So you need to realize that everything you're doing on a daily basis needs to be intentional if you want to reach your goals. Very fucking important. Here's a point I really want to get across. When you ignore the answer, that is the only answer. There is no answer for your ass. All right. So when you deny that a calorie deficit, high protein calorie deficit, and strength training is the only way to lose fat, when you deny that, then you are denying the only answer. All right. So you cannot get to the answer if you deny the only answer. Because 2 + 2 is 4. If you say 2 + 2 is not 4, you're cooked. I can't help you. You see what I'm saying? You have to be able to help yourself. God only helps people who help themselves. I could only help people who help themselves. My goal was never and will never be to help people who don't want to help themselves, because you're just going to be dragging them along, pissing them off, and frustrating yourself. That's what's going to happen. So it's super, super important that you have the genuine desire to reach your goals. All right. A lot of people, they talk to me on a call and they're like, yeah, I weed out who doesn't have genuine desire because I don't want to waste my time on them, and I don't want them to waste their time either. The people who don't have genuine desire, they're like, yeah, I've been doing this for years. Here's the thing. The older you get, right, the more your bad habits get solidified. So when you're 50 years old and you're, 40% body fat, you have 50 years of bad habits, not 10. All right. So in order to get over that, it's going to take time. So I make people commit to 6 months to a year, which is not a long time in this fitness journey because it's a lifelong journey. But people who aren't willing to do that are never going to reach their goals. Why? Because they think it's a short-term fix. And that's exactly why they are where they are. They cannot delay gratification. They don't have patience. Goodbye.